Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show of Friday night. Amaro Modoc, my friend, again coming through. Guys, Mark Heswood came up with the newest thing, which is to create Photoshops. So I was like, Photoshop request gone wrong. Modoc again with the freaking kick save in a butte. Grant Fuhrer, you know, he's out there saving the day. Hold on, I gotta do this. Grant Fuhrer, kick save, you got it, beat seat. Photo chopped. You nailed it, Modoc. Photo chopped. And by the way, just because of having a new thing called Photo chopped, I do have to say I got this one. It's quite interesting. But this gentleman said, please remove the girl behind. And you guys know I'm always here to help, so I took care of that for him. I got rid of, she's no longer behind him. This is literal Photoshop as well, but it's photo chopped. I like that. Photo chopped. I don't know. Maybe I should do more of these, Probably. I mean, who knows? So somebody said, and this is a weird one, but they said, can someone please Photoshop a poo in here, because I don't want my boyfriend to get like nervous. This said something like that. I don't want my boyfriend to get nervous. Said, so I wrote this back. And again, I'm just a goose. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I thought about getting other people's responses and putting them in so I could see like if anybody else has cool ones, I'll put them in. But I didn't see many good ones. But I did see, my thought process goes right to this. When someone says, can you please put a poo in there? I said, one poo coming out. Yeah. So Winnie the Pooh coming out of the toilet. That was my little interpretation of, can you put a poo in there? Anyway, next one. And guys, I didn't do any more, did I? Of course I did. Guys, you always have to do a few for you guys. I can't just do like 2. Oh, Mark did 2 new photo chops. No, we did more than 2 photo chops. Modoc came up with the name. This one, guys, my eyes opened, please. And you guys know I'm always here to help. If I can make it or find a really great photo to share, then I will do so, and I will do it proudly. Happy to help. Sorry I don't have anything for that banjo eye, though. I think that's like probably something you should frame. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe you give that out for Halloween or Christmas. Christmas, maybe. Maybe you give it out for Christmas, I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, you could give it out for any holiday. That's a holiday photo for you right there to share. So, again, photo chops. When you get a photo chop going, So this guy was funny. I mean, look, I'll take all requests. Guys, I'm not here just taking the requests that I want. I take all requests. And this guy said, put a white woman next to me. I mean, look, I'm just saying how it is. Put a white woman next to me. And so you guys know I'm always here to help. If you're asking for it, you're going to get it. You know, when you ask Mark Pires photo chops. And bagoo, there you go. He's got it. You know, there's the white woman. And then I said, I wish I had the response. Do I have the response? I said, oh, here we go. This is my response. Okay, keep it moving, buddy. That one killed me. He's got a liquor. She's taking him to jail. You know, okay, keep it moving, buddy. Oh, goodness. You know, sometimes when you're in it, you know, when you're trying to make someone smile a little bit. These guys were cool. They said, can you please put us in a war zone so we could show our girls? We want them to be proud of us. We want them, you know, we're like here in a park. Can you put us in a war zone? So I was like, yeah, let me put them in, you know, to what you would say is a war zone. Philadelphia, you know, they're on the streets there. You see this lady over here? To the center of the screen, right next to the guy who's got the, you know, pointer fingers out there. She's there in her chair. She's reading a magazine probably. You know, that green dress she has on, it used to be white. You know? But they're there, Philadelphia, on the war, they're right on the front lines. The front lines. So that was just a goofball one. Guys, a lot of them are not funny. You're not even laughing. I get it. You know, like, you're so cool, you don't have to laugh. You know, this is just something, I did something similar once before, but I just like to make myself laugh sometimes. This person said, my boyfriend says I need to post sexy pictures like this. Can you make me more modest? And I'm like, yeah, of course we could do that for you. If you want to be more modest, all you got to do is ask, and we're going to give that to you. Here on Mark Pires Photo Chops. You know, you want to be a stripper, you're there in the club. What are you going to do about it? You know, this one here made me laugh. I think I may have done this one yesterday, but this guy said, I need a LinkedIn image. I did do this yesterday, but I'm telling you anyway, I'm doing it again. I need a LinkedIn image. This is very important to me, guys. I'm trying to get my career going. And I saw, based on his wardrobe, I knew what he's going for. I wanted to make sure I was able to provide the level of Photoshop that he needed in order to, you know, win all the gigs. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Randy Watson. Sexual chocolate. If you guys don't have any sexual chocolate, he's not even interested anyway. He doesn't even want the job. That was one of the things, his prerequisites, when he sent in the photo and said, can you make me a LinkedIn? He said, look, I don't want any sexual chocolate, though. I'm not going to promote them. I don't like the way they do things, really. I'm just not into it. I think probably the best one today, though, you know, and again, these happen. They're very spontaneous, but best one of the day, for sure. My eyes opened, please. And we sometimes have to do a review of what the best one of the day was, so at least people can see it. And you have to tell me if you agree. Was this the best one of the day? It's really debatable, I guess. It gets me every time. You know what it is? I didn't even know what that was, but then when I was looking for googly, big, freaking disgusting, bulging eyes, I was like, give me the bulgiest eyes you've ever seen in the history of time. That's the first thing I thought when she was like, my eyes open. And I'm like, okay, your eyes coming out of your fucking head. I got it, all over it. And so I looked online for bulging eyes, people with ridiculous eyes. And then there's this one lady where her eyes must hit fucking doorways when she walks into, like, to open, like, it's crazy. And so I copied her face section, and then I cut her eyes out, you know, not in a Dahmer way, like, you know, photoshopped. I photoshopped it, and then I threw it into her eye sockets over here to open up her eyes. She wants her eyes open. So, and then I read it says, more about Banjo Eye. I was like, what the fuck is Banjo Eye? And then so I just thought, hey, it might be a good time to say to her, hey, happy to help. Sorry I don't have anything for that Banjo Eye, though. Oh, goodness. It's all in the delivery, guys. It's all in the delivery. I will share one or two more of my favorites from the last week or so. This guy, of course, was a complete magoo, and you got to let him have it sometimes, This is Dexter. Isn't that Dexter? Please make my biceps, triceps, chest, shoulders, and all my body a little bigger, like a bodybuilder. And also my legs. I don't want to have chicken legs like this that look like freaking weird arachnid. Like, I don't want arachnid legs. Can you give me normal, strong, crazy, stupid, long, strong legs? And so what I look like if I work harder. I got you, buddy. We're going to give you exactly what you'd look like if you work harder and put the time and effort in. I know you may not want to do that, but that's how you succeed in life, my friend. And without further ado, there he is, right there with his people, right? This guy looks like he's programmed, right? They're like, yeah, well, hold on. We have to just get back into that chip sequence. Something's wrong with this one. He wants to be Dexter, except he's not going to hide it, He doesn't go on a boat to get rid of the bodies. He just walks into buildings and just killing people. You know what I mean? Just walking around I'll be back. You're like, dude, all right, we get it. We saw the original. And he's like, no, I'm the new and improved. I'm the Dexter version of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And everybody's scared now because there's no hiding from Dexter Schwarzenegger. Anyway, next one. Rapping Arnold's song, that would be funny. I thought this was pretty ingenious in my own silly way. When this guy, and again, this is for informational purposes only, screw tube. This is a pellet gun right there. This guy's holding a pellet gun. But he wants to act like he's in a war. He goes, hey, pretend I'm in a war with my pellet gun. I was like, dude, I got you. We'll pellet gun you. So we gave him a pellet gun in action to be just as real as his pellet gun. He's a G.I. Joe action figure, this guy over here, so he could send it to his girlfriend. So she thinks he's actually cool. He's pellet gunning it with G.I. Joe. The guy's flying in the background. That's fake. No one can fly yet. They have that one guy who's like, well, look at me, I'm a rocket. Yeah, we saw you, Rocket Man. But this guy, he was asking for it. I gave it to him. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do the job. When this gentleman asked me if I could put him on the plane, because he's going to Dubai, put me on an aeroplane. I'm going to Dubai. Guys, we only do our best here in order to provide you with some sort of literal Photoshop, essentially. That's what Modoc would say if we were talking offline. He'd be like, Mark, you Photoshopped the hell out of that one. And I was like, yeah, some people Photoshop. I Photoshop, and there he is. He's put me in an aeroplane going to Dubai at 7 p.m. There you freaking go. You're in the aeroplane with that noggin and that freaking face like it looks like you're dropping a douche right now, right? And you're like, I know the toilet paper's right next to me. That's the face you're making. You don't have to worry about is there any toilet paper? You got it. You know it. You're leaving a Boston steamer, 30,000 feet up. San Diego to Boston. No coincidence that you're leaving a Boston steamer on the way to Boston. You're doing it though. Bloop. There, you see the face of a bloop right there, right? And then as the face of the freaking jet. He's dropping, chemtrails out the back, right? You figure out that's exactly what's going on with this guy. He's the reason we have them in the sky. Right there, because he's dropping it, Bloop. You know it. You can see it. Everybody knows. They're all pretending that oh, no, he just really likes to take photos. No, he's literally right there. That's the bathroom he's in. This guy over here just said, can someone put a shirt on me? I'm a little embarrassed with how weak I look here. Actually, it's quite the opposite. He's like, guys, I'm jacked. But it would be nice to have this photo with me not showing off all my body. I don't want to give it away. He said he doesn't want to give it away. I get it. Sometimes you have to hit him with a little bit more where the heart is. Hit him where the heart is. That's what I told this guy. when I gave him this Jungle Book. He's now the front cover of Jungle Book. There he goes. You covered up the body. You can still sort of see he's jacked underneath there, And he had the Michael Jackson treatment on his body. Kept his neck up. He went from the neck up. He was like, I'm all original that way, But I feel I'm kind of inspired to just kind of whitewash the rest, But there he is. He's a Jungle Book figure. He's the front cover of it. You got to give it to the guy. I mean, maybe you don't have to, but I'm giving it to him. Guys, last ones. We're not doing any more. Maybe. I'm just going to try to hit my favorite ones real quick. Like this guy here was an absolute chooch. And we're not even going to get into that one. I don't even want to do that one because I can't find the original. But I would say this. We have fun doing photo chops. I'm going to keep photo chopping the hell out of it. You guys could be like, I don't want to be photo chopped. You should enjoy it. Oh, here's one of my favorites probably that I've ever done in the history of time. And that's just because I haven't been doing it for very long, and so it's pretty easy for me to be like, which ones are my favorites? I'm going to just go full screen on this one. Bang, biggity boo. This guy was like, can someone please change my background? And guys, what do I do best? That's right, I photo chop. I'm a photo chopper. And so we go over here and we photo chopped it. And I came up with this. I'm not sure if I could find it quickly. I'd like to be able to just go boom right into it. I just wasn't able to go and act that quickly. So guys, bear with me when there's that little bit of a, kind of reprieve where I'm vamping, going from picture to picture for you. But this guy over here, going full screen again for you. I want you to see this in full picture. There he is, $2 or less, any item. Guys, if you look close enough, this any item $2 or less was added by moi, and it was just a garage sale sign first, and then I'm like, he's there with the peace sign. How funny would it be if he's like, yo, $2 or less, anything. Nothing's over $2 in this house. You come over, you got $2, you got something. You're walking out of here with something. He's also probably smoking some reeferoo. I don't know what he's got over here. Is that like chalk? Is he like playing billiards too? I'm not really sure. But with the purse, you never can tell what's going on there, but he's definitely deucing it. He says he'll double deuce it. You $2 or less, you're getting something from this garage sale there. So I hope he appreciated that. This is one, he's there in front of his Volkswagen, Passat. You want to keep your Passat photo, you can do that. But I'm giving you gold here, You could show people how you're an entrepreneur. You're ingenuitive. What? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to show your creativity and create words out of nowhere. So he's there with his garage sale. I love the guy, We had lunch the following day, This guy here, I don't know if this is funny. You guys have to tell me if this is funny. I think, to me, this is one of the funniest things I've ever done, just because this is literal photo chops. And when this gentleman said, can you please tat up my face? Maybe like a Mike Tyson tattoo, face tattoo. And everybody goes right away and like, oh yeah, there's that face tattoo that Mike Tyson has with like a, looks like henna on the side of his face. And like this guy's like, hey, can you put like a Mike Tyson face tattoo on? And you guys know, if I can try to put a face tattoo, Mike Tyson face tattoo, onto someone's face for them, in order for them to make the worst decision of their life and go and get that tattoo, I am going to do my best to give them exactly what they're looking for. So this gentleman got it. Always happy to help. Drop that baby into second and floor it. With those handlebar mustache Tyson tattoos that you got? Some people actually grow handlebar mustaches. You got one made out of Mike Tyson. Like, that's as original as it gets. So, that was one of my favorites right there. And then, guys, I get a little cheeky, obviously, when I'm doing these because I think it's important that we have a laugh at someone else's expense, Photoshop style. And so when we go, and this gentleman, who was very sweet, by the way, he didn't respond to he should have given me an A++ for what I said back here, but he says, "Hey guys, can you please remove the thin guy on the left? I am too cute on the right." And he cheated on me. And you guys know this guy was showing all his teeth. He's definitely he's a cheater. Anybody double teeth in it when they're out there smiling at him? Yeah, there's something going on over there. He's hiding because he's showing the teeth, which means he's hiding something. It's a weird thing. You have to understand the psychology of life. But since he's doing the double teeth thing, it's because he's hiding something the other way. He's being very, very outward. And very much like, hey, look at me, I'm transparent with the dumb teeth. He's over here with the dumb, and he's got the tree of life tattoo on his chest here. And he's like, look at me with my trimmed beard over here. And this guy, the blonde guy, poor guy, he's absolutely clearly in love. And, this guy over here is just like, I don't care. I'm going out and doing a little bangaroo. Well, I had to hit him back pretty hard on this one because I don't really need people to get abused like that, taken advantage like that. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of people getting cheated on. It makes me want to slap someone down. I don't like that. So I hit him back. I said, hey, here, look, send him this photo. Sure. Now you can send him this to that cheating scum and tell him I upgraded. Just wanted to wish you and your dirty dong good luck. And guys, he probably has a dirty, dirty dong. You know what I mean? Like he's cheating on the blonde guy. They were probably doing some dirty things already, and then now he's out doing dirty dog style with another person or many. You never know, with the guy with the double teeth. When you see the double teeth, guys, it's debatable whether or not it's 5 or 6 scummies going on there. And he's just passing it around, I don't know what to tell you. Living in the real world, 2025 style. So I would say last one, if we're going to go last ones. Are we doing a last one, Mark? We probably will do at least just one last one, maybe a couple last ones. Like one of my favorite ones of all time, just because. And again, this is a photo chop. Can anyone put a t-shirt on my neighbor? This guy absolutely freaking needs a t-shirt. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get why this guy would be asking for that because what in the freaking heck, right? He's like happy about it too. Like, look at me, I'm in the mirror, I'm see-through. When you're see-through in the mirror and people can't even see, they have no idea where you were. Like, my neighbor was just here, then he disappeared. I'm not sure where he went. That's a tough time. That is a tough time. Now, of course, I can't find the neighbor. How is that possible? And it's not like you can miss this guy. He's a Magoo. I'm going to have to go back to check number 3. Is it in here? Where the freaking heck? Well, this is not right. Oh, wait, maybe it's in there, just like in the main area here. Let's see. This is where there's a lot of other funny ones, by the way, though, of course. Some of the originals. This is the OG stuff over here. Like the lady getting run over by a bull. That was probably one of my favorites, too. Sometimes you run people over with a bull. They shouldn't have gotten in the way. I mean, that's kind of on them. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I lost it. It's gone. It's not here. It never was here. It was because we saw it yesterday. All right, let me look slowly because it's definitely in here. I mean, we looked at it yesterday in this exact... I found it! So this is what I came up with, and it did pretty well. The most popular in that group so far was, and it is currently, the most recent one, which is this guy over here. And let me just see if I have an idea. And these people can't find me because you can't promote yourself on this platform. So I'm hoping that somehow somebody sees these and just like looks for me, because a few people have, because my stuff is definitely different. 989 likes, 991 on my, let's see if I can show that to you. Hold on. Is that showing? No. I don't know if it's not showing. There you go. 991 likes on my robot man, you know? So I'm going to just keep doing those photo chops. And I think I'm just like absolutely calling it photo chop. I mean, that's what it is. And I thank you again, Modoc, for being a genius and coming up with the name for one of my shows or one of my little segments here. Last one, literally, guys. No more after this one because I'm going to play one more song. I'm getting tired. It's getting late. I do think that, to me, this is some funny stuff. I just don't know if it is because I just kind of get goofy with things. And to me, things are funny that may not be funny. Like, to me, if I see some lady, and I told you about this one already, but if I see some lady and she's like, hey, can you make me in a better background? I always take pictures in the same background. I really wish I could be somewhere else for my stupid selfies that I take here in order to be like, guys, look at me. I'm in my freaking room again. Like, I mean, I get it. You're proud of being in your room. You know, that's cool. Good for you. But like when I'm here and I want to imagine you getting just kind of slammed in the wall and killed because you're in that room again, and you're just trying to be like, look at me, you know, like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to look at you. You're getting run over by a bull. It's a bullfighting night, and you weren't ready for it. You're wearing red. I mean, you're wearing red, and then you're wondering, like, should I go in the bull ring and take a selfie real quick? I want to take a selfie. I need this one, guys, for my socials. Because today I'm not in my stupid room like I'm always in with my Vidal Sassoon behind me. You know, and then like the deodorant and the 9,000 different products that I have on my desktop. Like, who has that much shit on their desktop? And it's just like, hey, you know what, guys? When I go over to look at the mirror, I got to knock it all to the left or the right because I'm only 3 foot tall anyway, and I got to somehow look over it. I got a little stool. Here in front of that mirror in order to get over my product. But guys, look at me. I'm here again. Look at. I'm in my room again. It's like me. I'm here by the river again. You know? But she's getting run over by a bull. You know, she's proud of that shot. She got it. You know, it's like those idiots who are like, look, I'm going to the top of the skyscraper to take a quick photo. Drop to their death. But we got the photo. Thanks. I'm glad that hit the internet. We were able to see that moment take place. Like, what in the heck, man? Do things that don't kill you, you know? Maybe it's just, I know, look, they don't want to watch it unless you're going to kill yourself. That's true. You can't get people to watch anything if it's good. Only if you're going to kill yourself, you know, or there's something really weird, you know? Anger, division, hatred, fights, you know? The trifecta. So I think what we'll do is play one song here. After those photo chops. Guys, what do you think of the photo chops? We got to get a photo chop. It's a photo chop type of night. You know what I mean? Guys, if you do me a favor at the end of the show tonight, please leave a comment. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. Check the bottom and see if you've hit that thumbs up. It takes you a split second to do it, but it does help out this show. And the more people you share this show with, the better the chances that YouTube will be like, hey, people like this show. Maybe I should share it with more people. The algorithm probably won't going to happen. But still, let's try. You know, I'm showing up still. Ah. I gotta get this going. The bass line. Okay, we're getting there. We gotta get this beatsy going here. I want to add some more layers first. off beat. That's the problem. This thing's like weird. Yeah, weird beat. I'm doing some off-tempo, weird stuff. Here we go. It's just not right. We had it, it just wasn't right. So we're going to try it over a different way. Let's see if this works. That's a little too much with the trumpet right there. That's right, you could. Frustrated mess. I know what I want. I just can't tell how I'm going about getting it. You let me feel. Wish I was the best. I wish I knew how this part goes. Manic depression, it's a frustrated mess. Oh gosh, you gotta say, never took a lesson in my life. I sometimes just think about some of the stuff that's happening here on a daily. It's just kind of freaking nuts, man. It is nuts to me. It is nuts. I remember watching this guy, Eric Krasno, on New Year's Eve in 1999. Going into 2000, he was playing at Irving Plaza in New York City. And I was a guy who wanted to rock on a rhythm guitar. I wanted to be able to sing and play rhythm and be like the lead and, get up there and be the singer and play guitar as a rhythm guitarist. And so I freaking went hardcore to be the best rhythm guitarist I could ever be. And I was doing that for like years. And it was my focus. I loved it. I loved playing rhythm still, even on my electric. You could tell I'm an acoustic guitar player. And so, and by the way, I'm going to get my acoustic out. I was thinking about this. We're going to start using my acoustic more often. I got 9-volt batteries, so we're going to start using that. And so basically, I remember I'm playing and I go see this dude and he's shredding, absolutely shredding, and he's making the dirtiest faces. His name's Eric Krasno. I love him. He's actually from my town where I grew up. I never met him before, prior to him being a guy who was playing for Soul Live, and this was New Year's Eve. And so I'm there front row watching this dude and Maceo Parker. If you haven't seen them, they're amazing. Their guitar player is like, insane. And so I'm watching these two masters of lead guitar. I never watched and never really got into that. And then all of a sudden I'm watching these dudes and I go, holy freaking cow, I want to do that. Hey, Mark, I teach beginners music, only $20 an hour. That's actually great, Sage. I'm thinking about doing something. Unfortunately don't know music. I play what I feel. So I don't know what chords I play. I don't know what notes I play. My mind hears shit and I'm like, go and do it. And if it fails, if it doesn't sound right, it's because I couldn't execute. But usually the stuff I'm hearing in my mind is so advanced that I'm like, if my fingers can do that, I'm going to try. And sometimes it's successful, and sometimes it's like, holy cow, I can't recreate that. That was just that one moment that drew that out. So thankful for that. But I do want to say that there is something to be said about really when you want to do something. It goes back to the very first time I'm sitting in a guitar shop, and I didn't know how to play guitar, and I was there in Keene, New Hampshire with my buddies, and I'm in the downtown area. I walked into a music shop. I just bought a guitar like a few weeks earlier, and I didn't even know how to play it yet. And I remember walking in there, and as I sat there, some dude was playing Stairway to Heaven, and I'm sitting there holding a guitar in my hand, and I'm looking at these 6 strings, and I'm like, I have no idea how to play this. And my reaction was to do this. This is what made me think about this. I sat there with this guitar in my hand it was some guitar store's guitar, because I didn't know what these 6 strings did. I just sat there and I just started playing rhythm. And so I started like really simple, just trying to be like, I just wanted to get a simple like train style rhythm going. I'm like, okay, I get a feel for that, you know. And you start realizing that everything's just rhythms. Everything's just beats. And so I'm playing beats with my hand against my guitar. And so everything's a beat. And it's like, okay, it's all beats. It's all beats. Everything's beats. Music is beats. So when I'm going, that could actually break down to beats. It's just like 7,000 beats in a split second, but that's beats. There's beats that I'm working off of there. And I'm hearing a boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, let's roll the beat into the hands and roll around that freaking guitar and just make some crazy cool beats happen out of the notes. Does that make sense? And then I'm hearing the notes and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. How do I do it? I think it's here. And then we do it. You know what I mean? And again, sometimes I'm hitting wrong notes. That's because I've never taken a guitar lesson in my life. So anyway, that's the story. And I appreciate you guys because we have fun here in the moment. I wanted to put out there, because I talked to Brian the other day, we were chatting about this. There are shows out there, they're about specific things. They're about politics, they're about music, they're about comedy, they're about whatever. This is a show that's about the moment. And so I live here in the moment, and it's either music, comedy, or inspiration, something positive. It's all from positive and from love. So it's either music or comedy, inspiration, photo chops, whatever these crazy things that are going on here. But everything comes from this moment. So I always go back to how Andy Kaufman used to do these moments. And people are like, you were just a part of the moment. And everybody's like, yo, I was in a moment. You're in a moment here. We're doing it together. I'm jamming. We're improvising. I got a drum that I invented and patented. There's nobody else on the planet that is playing this. It's kind of cool that we're not just some stream where there's a guy playing guitar. Like, yeah, I'm playing guitar, but somebody invented a guitar at some point. Someone was the inventor of guitars. And then that's pretty cool if you were able to watch that guy stream. You know what I mean? I'm the inventor of the only drum in the world for guitar players. I play it every single night. In the moment, creating songs, hanging out, rocking out, ripping it up on the guitar, and connecting with you guys. But it is the moment. That is what I'm selling you. It's free of charge. You come here and you energize right here in the moment, 432 hertz. I play at 432 hertz. Everything that comes out of this guitar comes out of my voice is 432 hertz. That is a healing frequency, my friends, not just because of 432 hertz, but because of the passion behind the guy who's across the screen from you that's pouring out nothing but pure love at you in every note. And that's something that you can see and you can feel because this is the moment you're watching. Any song you ever watch here on my channel, you're watching a piece of history. It's not a song that I took from 20 years ago and I'm playing it for you now. I'm literally writing it while you're watching it. And so if you see any of my songs, that may not be the raw 32-minute, 35-minute jam I started with, but that is a live moment. And the lyrics I'm singing that you're watching on the screen where you see it at the bottom, those lyrics were inspired live in the moment, connected to the greatest thing that exists, which is the creator of this. The creator of this is right here in this moment with us. And so there is a show that's here with the creator of everything every single day since December 31st, 2018. You could be a part of it. There's no charge. Just tell the world we need more of what this show provides, which is a place to come down, hang out in the chat, listen to some 432 hertz, and laugh a little bit, hopefully, some photo chops, some other things, impressions, whatever. We do it all here. If you have an impression you want to hear, we'll do it. Anyway, guys, I got to go because I'm tired. I got to go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Guys, let me say goodnight to you, though. Sage Pup, thank you, my friend. Guys, don't gatekeep. Don't gatekeep the 432 hertz. The only show on earth every day since December 31st, 2018, playing 432 hertz for you. 209 songs on iTunes. Go get them. 209 songs. Support a brother and buy a song. I'm everything. I don't have a manager. I don't have talent, anything. It's just me. I don't have talent. I'm just a guy without it. Doing it all by myself without any talent. Been a manager, talent manager either. I don't have talent or talent manager. I'm just here, living in the moment, allowing something to happen. But we have to go away for now. At least until tomorrow. But guys, isn't it cool when you invent something and then they don't let the world know about it? That's great, YouTube. Thank you. Forget about it. You don't want to tell people about me? That's fine. Tell them about the beat seat. That shit rocks, man. Gosh, I love the beat seat. It is just a lot of fun to play. If you haven't played one yet, you should get one. Order one at beatseat.rocks. I'll throw it on the screen for you. I know you asked. Brian, my friend, you are the best. Buddy, thank you so much for the chat the other day. Renee wants a scoop. We need a scoop of love. S-Coop, thank you so much for sharing links and letting people know that this is a show that's here. Staple, for us. And like I said, share it like it's cherry pie, because it is. Except if you don't like cherry, you like boysenberry, I'll provide that mofo too. I'll give you some boysenberry on top of the cherries. You're like, I like the cherries, but now I got boysenberry and cherry? That's a boysen cherry pie. Some people call it a boysen cherry pie. Because why do you guys do boysenberry and cherry? Just seems like redundant in a way, Oh, what kind of pie is that? Oh, it's boysenberry and cherry. You mean boysen cherry? Yeah, I guess. Let's just call it boysen cherry. Did you say poison cherry? Now you got a whole other deal, You're calling in Matthew McConaughey and Colin Farrell. They're doing it, True Detective style. You had the poison cherry, instead of the boysen cherry. You should have brought the boysen cherry. We all would have eaten it. Anna Domina, how are you, my friend Anna? Good to see you. Renee Watts, Ascope, Sage Pup, Virginia in the house, Wharton Thistle, and Willard Guard Scott. Rockin', totally rockin'. Guys, I do want to say thank you so much for kicking it with me today, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Remember, don't forget about the photo chops. Thanks, Modoc, for hooking us up with that name for it. There's 3 or 4 volumes so far. I got more obviously to drop from the last few days here, but I don't know if anybody even enjoys them. So I'm just kind of trying to gauge that at the moment. I do think that Photo Chop is a great name for it. Photo Chop. And that's what we're going to basically do. Sweepy, how are you, my friend? So, guys, hope to see you tomorrow when we get the guitar back out for Saturday Night Live. Yes. And I hope to have some more things available for you. For example, I'm going to drop that 1775 Bible piece from the other day. And more to come, my friends. I didn't even get to tell you the craziest thing. I almost had a property that was auctioned off, going to be auctioned off on the 1st of March. I'll tell you guys about that tomorrow. This is totally nuts. Try to go live during the day for this to share this story. But essentially, up against the wall after doing like months of work trying to sell a house that they've had overpriced the whole time, I'm told just 2 days ago or 3 days ago that they owe this money to the bank. They haven't paid the bill, and now the bank is going to take the property and auction it on March 1st. And I'm like, that's like 12 days away. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what the hell? So in the last 5 days, I've been like frantically trying to save this property. I did go live one day, and I had a phone call with an agent putting an offer in, and that was a pretty cool thing to have that on air. I want to start doing that more. Well, I'm live in the car and just like interacting with people calling me. Like there's so many great conversations being had that aren't filmed or aren't live, and I want to just start being live. I may not say the right things all the time, but I want it to be a real view into the life of being a realtor, not just me being like, hey guys, what's up over here? No, like I'm on the phone, I almost forget the camera's on sometimes because I'm in the middle of being the agent that I am, trying to sell property, trying to connect with people, and trying to make my point for my clients. So anyway, long story short, I think I may have saved the day. I just don't know because there's a lot of loose ends here. But it's been a real nightmare. I look forward to telling you guys that tomorrow. Yes, thank you, Brian. I'm going to see if I can fill you in on that tomorrow. Hopefully by midday I'll have a good understanding of if we're in a good spot there and if I've saved the day or not. But suffice to say, I was able to go from having no interest in this property to getting some offers, which is great. And that's something to be said because we were dead in the water there. And then once I found out that, hey, you guys are about to lose this property, I put pressure. I never put pressure on people, but I'm like, look, I don't know if you guys understand the gravity of this, but you're about to lose your property and you could sell it and make some money. Like make some money. Like, what are we doing? You're going to leave this property? Like, whatever. Like, that's crazy. Just let's put it on at a reasonable price and let's move this thing. Then I got them to put the carrot out there. And man, I don't know. I think when you do that, people respond. So tomorrow, fill you in a little bit more. I will be back for some more music tomorrow evening or maybe even earlier. I don't know. I can't do these late shows much anymore, man. They're killing me. But we do have a lot of fun, don't we? Oh, goodness. I will see you tomorrow. Right, Joanne? Please keep the weeds down. Gosh, guys, I don't know what to do about her. She's always amazing. You got to go away. Thanks for the support, guys. See you. You got to go away. You got to go away.